Okay, and every 4 or 5 minutes just shut it down. Right, this is where my colleagues come in. Do you want to introduce yourself, gentlemen? So from the left.
Yeah, hello everyone, I'm Rishi this side, and I'm going to help you with this module with your practical things.
Hello everyone, I'm Irfan. I'm here to help you. Please feel free to ask questions.
Hello, my name is Shaheen. I'm also here to help you. Hope that we have a fun module together.
And our guest star, doesn't mean to say he gets killed like he does in the police squad, if you've ever seen the police squad. But our guest star isn't here today, but he's got his own electronics company, and he routinely builds surface mount devices. So he'll come in and he'll talk to you about the manufacturing process over the next few weeks. So that's Dr. Walton. Started off in this class, and now he's one of our lecturers as well. Okay, multisim. So, anyone not find the web page? Anyone not have a look at the assessment criteria? If you haven't, do. Have a look at the videos. It gets my TV channel. And definitely subscribe. You can get the standard adverts. Okay, so we're going to take that one down. So the first thing you want to do is go down to the left-hand side box, and you're looking for National Insurance Multisim. If you just type in multisim, that will come up, and click on that link. That's quite fast, actually. The machines in here can't be too bad. You can access this through Horizon if you wish, so you can work outside of the lab time, because this software costs money, quite a lot of money too. But you can access it via the Horizon server. So for those of you who are in here thinking, oh great, I can do this externally, I don't need to come along. If you don't come along to the lab, you'll fail. There's nothing more certain. We see this every year. So don't delude yourself that you think that you can do this off your own back, because you can't. You can work on your PCB from home, you can work on your report from home. But the little key tricks that we give you in here are absolutely invaluable, so don't lose sight of that. Okay, get that up in full screen mode. It's rather difficult to work on like that because you lose things off the edges. So go up to full screen. Now, a typical IDE. What's an IDE? Somebody tell me what an IDE is. Here's all the mumbling. Tell me. Integrated Development Environment. It's just basically the visual platform that you're going to use to do it. Because what happens in the simulator? Lots and lots of maths. And I'll talk to you in the next few weeks about how a simulator works. What it's doing mathematically. It's doing some pretty interesting things. But to summarise, it's really just doing nodal analysis. A numerical technique that uses matrices. Now what the IDE gives you is a nice kind of human way in which you can interact with components, okay? There's no rhyme or reason to it, it's just the way some engineers design the IDE. I don't necessarily agree with where they put the buttons and all that kind of stuff, but we're stuck with it, okay? Right, so you can see up the top there I've got Design 1, Multisim Design 1. So what I could do straight away is I've got nothing on there at all, but what I can do is File, Save As, and if I go on to this PC, I've got an M drive. I hope you've got an M drive. You need to do this while I'm doing it, by the way, so this is an interactive thing. Any problems, hands in the air, tech demonstrators and staff come around and help you, okay? So inside there I've got my M drive. I could quite equally save to a USB drive or do whatever I want, but I'm going to put it on the M drive, and what am I going to call it? Well, I don't know. Let's call it week 1, just because I'm unadventurous. So week 1, it's got to have the MS14 extension on there, otherwise it won't work, and I'm going to save that. So now that's not volatile. If I leave that, if I didn't save it to the M drive, I would do all this work, and next time I log in, it wouldn't be there. Because the C drive gets wiped in the early hours of the morning every day. So you need to back it up. We can't help you, and every year it happens on 2 or 3 occasions. Help, I've lost my design, I spent 3 weeks working on this. You should have taken some steps to back it up, all right? And that goes with everything, not just using multisim. Okay, so we're saved. I've got my document called week 1. Great, where do we go from now? Well, there's a magic bit up here, so you can browse through the buttons as much as you want. It's one of those toolkits that doesn't really matter too much if you do grab it about and make mistakes, because you can always Control Z them and get back to where you were. And most of those steps are, you have to double verify anyway, so it's difficult to make any huge boo-boos, right? So the next thing, or the first thing that we want to do inside multisim, so I'm going to take you through a simulation of a circuit. It's going to be a very simple circuit, and it's going to be a low-pass filter. I'll draw it on the board, but keep the camera over there for the time being. We're going to build a low-pass filter, which is going to look like this. I'll do another video in a minute where I'll explain how the low-pass filter works. But it's 2 components, 2 inputs, 2 outputs, and that's it. Okay? So now I'm going to draw that in multisim. You can see from my diagram on the board, the people on the video can't, but that's there. It's tough on them. So I'm going to go to place. Can you see place? It's the 1, 2, 3, 4th one along on the top bar here. Place. Yeah, can you see that? And I'm going to place, and then the next one down is component. I'm going to place a component. How about that? Now this may seem quite complicated to you to start with, but you'll do this so many times that you'll just find it trivial after a while. So place a component, and inside that database, to my knowledge, is about 30,000 components in there, real ones, virtual ones, ones with footprints, ones without footprints. There's a lot of them, and it's quite a job to find what you're looking for. Now in the first instance, if you look up here, it says master database, but there is a user database as well, which is my database, but I haven't got anything in there at the moment. But at the moment, I'm going to use the master database, and if you look at the box below, it says group, and under there it's got sources, basic, diodes, and the rest of it. I'm going to click on basic. Okay. And under basic, there's resistor. I'll do this more than once, okay, so don't panic. And then I can click OK, and there's a resistor. Okay, I'm going to do that again for you. Just let me get rid of the one that's there. So I'm going to place, component. I'm going to go into here and select basic. The drop down below, I'm going to select resistor. And just take the default, 1K will do it, doesn't matter what it is really. And click OK. Take it to where you want on the drawing area. And click, and then that resistor is on my drawing area. So I've introduced my first component. Okay, I'll do that once more in about a minute's time, but you just want to make sure you can do that, please. Okay? If you feel more comfortable leaning over your friend's shoulder, lean over your friend's shoulder. Make sure that you can do it on your own.